Go back to a little bit, like we talked about, like, like when is it time to fire somebody? What's your actual process in firing somebody? I mean, do you have the book I'm currently listening to on Audible? He talks about like how one of his buddies had an example of how he was like, the manager of a company, and instead of firing somebody, he like actually like reached out to other people in the industry, recognized that his skill set was really good but not a fit for his company, and actually helped that person get a new job. And he said that was like gold, because it made everybody else who worked for him know that that he had their back, like no matter what, which I thought was really cool. Do you have any kind of like anything like that, or like how do you offload people like the best way possible without upsetting them or pissing them off, or being like, you suck?
I'm kind of in a unique position because I own the platform, and I'm hired people to work from. I hire people from the platform to work for me. So if they're not good enough to work for me, if I have issues with their work, with their attitude, with their communication, I'm not going to say, hey, don't work for me, but go take other clients on my platform. I'll recommend them to you. That doesn't make a lot of sense. So normally if they can't work for me, that they're going to get removed from our platform. I've yet to have a situation where someone's just not the right skill set or something, because I mean, I spend a lot of time setting those expectations, figuring out who I want to hire. And I mean, if that did happen, I'd probably find another role for them, or I would just say, hey, like the project is complete, like go grab other clients, which, I mean, not everyone is constant work. We have people that we're reaching out to and going to. I mean, for me, I always try to take the stance of just honesty and upfront, and I talk fast, I get things out quick, I get to the point. And same thing when I'm talking to a client. If they've swore at a freelancer, I'm going to go out and be like, hey man, like you can't do that. That's not okay. If you do it again, I can't let you use our platform. Very similar on the freelancer, or the VA. I'm going to say, hey, like this isn't working. I'm going to give warnings. I'm going to be upfront. I'm going to be honest and be like, hey, I'm there to help and support you, but that can't happen again. And normally if someone's going to get fired, they kind of know that because I've given them those warnings and we've had those conversations. I'm like, hey man, like enough's enough. We've been through this before. It's not working out. I blah, 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 we're done. And that's kind of how I handle it. I've seen clients that have done it in a very bad way where they'll slowly remove all their access. They won't really talk to them for like a week or two, and the person's kind of left in limbo. And then they'll say, oh, by the way, Nate, can you let him know we don't need him anymore? Which I'll do, but that's not how I would necessarily approach it.